This simple trick will change everything in your life. It will change how you think, the way you behave, the way you interact with the world. This one trick will literally end all suffering in your life. And I'm going to tell you what it is through sharing with you the tragic story of Ben. Ben was born into a foster home. He never met his family. He was born with a weird birthmark on his face that made him look strange, and he was also way shorter compared to everybody else. He even developed a weird stutter when he tried meeting other kids. And as Ben grew up in the home, he would watch the other kids get adopted one by one, but no family ever chose Ben. No one really even looked at Ben because he looked weird. He couldn't even speak. He really did feel like an outcast, and this constant rejection created a black hole inside of Ben, a black hole that he could not fill, that he didn't know how to fill. And as more time went on, the black hole became bigger and bigger because he would constantly never get chosen by anyone. Ben would spend most nights crying himself to sleep with a small white teddy bear in his arms. It was something that Ben could love, and in a strange way, it loved him back. Ben would always stare out of his open window on his top floor room, and eventually he started thinking to himself, what if I just jumped and ended it? That way I wouldn't feel this pain anymore. It would go away. That night, Ben made a promise to himself that if the pain of the black hole ever got so bad that he would jump and he would end it, because if he wasn't alive, then it would be impossible to feel the suffering. Kids would also make fun of him. Oh, stuttering Ben, walking down the stairs again. Oh, don't make him cry. He might get his white little teddy bear. And when Ben heard this, he would just walk back up to his room. Only very late at night, when no one was around, he would quickly walk down the stairs to grab himself some crackers or some leftover dinner that the other kids didn't eat. That way, no one would see him. And then he would take the food up to his room and he would share his food with his white teddy bear, and then they would watch movies together. And Ben would close his eyes and imagine himself in those happy families. He would imagine himself having the thing that he didn't have, which was love, which was safety, which was being actually chosen. But the moment that Ben opened up his eyes, that black hole feeling returned to him. And then his eyes would immediately go to that big open window. No one ever adopted Ben. He stayed in the foster home until he was 18 years old, and then he had to move out. Ben would find a small apartment near the home, also on the top floor, also with a big open window. Jump and it's over was a thought that kept him sane. Ben eventually got a job at a local movie theater, just taking tickets and cleaning up. It paid his rent. Every weekend, Ben would see couples walk in and out of the movie theater, and they would be laughing and smiling and hugging each other and holding hands. When Ben saw these couples, he realized that for him, this was like the ultimate form of love. One person choosing another person and committing to each other. For him, it was more important than having a friend or whatever. This was the ultimate form of love, and this was the thing that he truly wanted. One night, Ben told himself, if I can't find a real person who loves me for me, a real relationship, by the age of 21, I will jump and I'll die. Because there's no point of living life if all I feel is this black hole feeling. So Ben tried to meet a romantic partner. He would try to walk up to women during the day when he was walking to work, but they did not like him, because the moment that the girl saw how short he was, or they saw the birthmark on his face, they would immediately politely reject him and walk away. And if someone actually looked past all of this, which was almost never, his stuttering problem was like the kiss of death that turned all of them off. There was even one girl who made fun of him, and she said, sorry, I don't go on dates with guys who can't even talk. This made Ben feel horrible. His 19th birthday came and went, still alone, still clutching the bear, still looking out of his window, counting down to his death date. 2 more years until he jumps, Ben thought to himself. At 20 years old, Ben tried even harder. He bought new clothes. He would practice speaking in the mirror. Hi, I'm Ben. And he would even approach girls at the coffee shop nearby. Hi, do you want a coffee? She smiled politely and said, no, I'm waiting for someone. Thank you, though. Ben could see the pity in her eyes. Nothing changed for the next year just rejections. One more year to go until I jump, Ben thought to himself. Ben decided to cut back on work time at the movie theater because there was too many happy couples mocking him. So he took a part-time job at a local cafe, 6 months until the death date. Hi, can I buy you a coffee? To customers, hoping something would happen if he asked a million people this every single day. One girl smiled back at him once, chatted briefly about the weather or the rain, but when he asked her for her number, her eyes immediately shifted. No, sorry, but you can follow me on Instagram if you want. Ben was not stupid. He knew what it meant when girls said this. But one evening at the coffee shop, this girl walked in, ordering tea with a notebook under her arm. The Pursuit of Happiness, the book behind the famous movie. Have you seen the movie? And somehow Ben managed to say this without stuttering because he had watched so many movies. She looked up, eyes bright. No, I haven't seen the movie, but I plan to. I love the struggle in the book. It's very, very human. You can go watch the movie now. It's playing in the theater. I work there sometimes, part-time. She smiled. Oh yeah? Okay, I didn't know that. Yeah. Okay, well, yeah, I mean, I'll buy a ticket soon probably then. Ben paused for a moment, heart racing. I can buy you one, or well, I work there, so I can bring someone and I could bring you and we could see the movie together. Yeah, I guess if you want to take me, we can go. It's a free movie, so yeah, why not? Of course I want to take you. What's your name? Ben. You? Emily. Well, I'll see you tomorrow, Ben. When Ben got home that night, he felt a feeling that he had never felt before. It was like a warm blanket came over him. He started crying, tears of joy. He couldn't wait to see this movie. He had never experienced anything like this in his entire life. And for just a moment, he forgot about that black hole feeling, and he had forgotten about his jump date 6 months from now. They met at the theater, watched the movie, they would chat a little bit during the movie, and they would laugh a little bit together. After the movie, in the empty lobby, Emily said to Ben, "That family, man, there's so much love, it's so beautiful. The movie is amazing." Yeah, and they filmed the movie on real streets. It's not just about holding on to things, it's also about letting them go. After the movie, Emily said, "Well, thanks for taking me, Ben. I appreciate it." Ben leaned in for a very awkward hug, and then they went their separate ways. When Ben got home, he started imagining a life with Emily, a family, a house, pets, kids, love, all the nice things, all the beautiful things, all the things that Ben wanted his entire life. Ben would literally do anything for this woman after only going on one date with her. The next day, Ben texted her saying, "So, do you want to go on another date with me?" And Emily said, Ben, that wasn't a date. I don't see you like that at all. You offered me a free movie, so why would I say no?" Ben's heart stopped. "What do you mean in that way?" "Well, Ben, you just invited me to a movie." I said, "Sure." It's like a guy offering me a drink at a bar. Sure, I like drinks, and if he wants to give me one, sure, whatever. So you just wanted to use me for a free movie just because you wanted a movie? She stopped responding, and she also stopped coming to the coffee shop. This was the worst rejection for Ben because it was from someone who was kind of using him, but it was also someone who got to know him and still was not interested. When Ben got home that night, Emily's words were echoing in his mind, and the black hole was becoming too big. Ben looked at his window and decided in that moment that it was time to end it. He could not wait another 6 months. The pain was too much. He climbed the ledge, body shaking, rain pounding, traffic roaring. The world was indifferent to him. No one would notice if I die, Ben thought to himself. "I don't want to live anymore," Ben said out loud. As he said this, a small stray pigeon landed near him randomly. It was wet, alone, no shelter, no flock, just sitting still in the storm. Eyes closed, breathing calmly, totally at peace. And Ben just looked at this pigeon. He had never seen a pigeon just sit in the rain like that, let alone a pigeon sit beside him. And this pigeon didn't flinch. It didn't seek. It just existed. Stillness and chaos. And the pigeon was totally indifferent to the world. And seemingly, the world was indifferent to the pigeon. But the pigeon did not care at all. It was almost like the pigeon was incapable of caring about anything. And Ben could not stop staring at this stupid little pigeon. And in a weird, bizarre way, He felt like, I can't jump in front of this pigeon. The pigeon needs to leave, but the pigeon wouldn't leave. So Ben just sat down calmly next to the pigeon and closed his eyes with the pigeon and did nothing. Ben felt empty, but not in a sad way, in a peaceful way. And without thinking much, Ben went to his kitchen, got some rice, and he just put food out for the pigeon. The pigeon ate it. Ben eventually went to bed and went to sleep as if nothing happened. Over the next month, Ben would put food out for this pigeon every single day. He would come home from work, feed the pigeon, sit with the pigeon, and do nothing, and be nothing. No thoughts, no thinking about how he wasn't chosen. There was just pure stillness. And he really looked forward to this part of his day. It was just so peaceful. And him and this pigeon would just sit together and listen to the rain and the traffic. Ben did this every day for the next 7 years. He would just sit and do nothing. And as more time went on, Ben started to feel himself caring less and less about wanting things from anyone. People would notice him, but Ben didn't care. People started smiling at him, but he didn't care. He just stopped attaching meaning to any of this. And it's funny because Ben eventually did meet someone who loved him, and Ben loved her very deeply as well. And they spent their entire life together in stillness, peace, softness, and love. They held hands and they both fed pigeons together until the end of their life. And they died together in total stillness and total peace. But this only happened when Ben stopped needing it to happen. 100% of people's deep suffering in this world comes from attachment to something or to someone. It's why some people can go through a breakup and very quickly be okay. It's why some people can watch a loved one die and actually very quickly be okay. And no, I'm not saying don't feel feelings. That's stupid, but I'm saying be like the pigeon. The pigeon feels the rain, it feels the wind, it feels the cold, it feels its emotions fully. The pigeon explores its emotions fully, but the pigeon does not get lost in them. The pigeon does not add a bunch of meaning onto them. The pigeon is just present, because you cannot have a black hole within you if you are 100% okay with being by yourself. It's mechanically impossible. You can't be super depressed that you don't have a relationship if you don't really care if you have one or not. It's not that you don't want one, it's that you're indifferent in a healthy way. If you practice this non-attachment trick on a daily basis, every single thing in your life will change. And it is impossible for you to be deeply unhappy or deeply depressed for a long period of time. So be like the pigeon, feel everything 100%, but don't attach meaning to it. If you enjoyed this video, then click the video on the screen right now. You will love it. Thanks for watching. I'll talk to you later.